Good morning. The bad news is, if you want to put it that way, I'm working on Bank Holiday Monday. However, the good news most definitely is that before I go to work, I'm having a short session on the Brook behind me. First cast, I'm not a blanker, and it's my target fish for today, the 3-spined stickleback. I've just caught another one. It's so small I won't even be able to hold it up to the camera, so I'm going to film it in the palm of my hand. Fantastic. How good was that? Perfection in miniature. Obviously it didn't take the hook, but it hung onto the maggot for dear life. As I lifted it from the water, it was still hanging on. Brilliant. As soon as I get the bait out there, I've got hordes of small sticklebacks making their way immediately out of cover. You can see them as they twist and turn, and that's why I'm fishing with a white maggot. It's very visible. It's only inches deep, and as I've said on a number of occasions, I would sooner fish come off as I lift rather than actually hook them. The bigger ones will get hooked. It's a size 18 hook, and what I do is I nip the maggot off, and there's another fish. It's in between the first one is size-wise and the second one. Still nice though, isn't it? Great. While I'm fishing directly in front of me, it's deeper water, relatively speaking, on a very, very slight bend, so it's scoured out over the years. Downstream, as in 2 yards, there's a few overhanging branches that have fallen, and they've formed a slight dam, very, very small. Leaves and other stuff that's been washed down during floods have gathered. So I flicked a couple of maggots out, just let them settle either side of the obstruction, just so I can keep an eye on what's happening down there. Because even here, when I'm catching these fish now, if you looked into the water, you wouldn't see anything. They're very well hidden, but as soon as the maggot hits the water itself and sinks, they're onto it. And likewise down there, can't see anything, but I'm just keeping an eye out, just in case there's something else there, because what I'd really like to catch from a brook like this, I'm not disappointed with sticklebacks, far from it, they are my target while I'm here, but I always keep an eye open for loach or bullheads. And on this particular brook, not in this actual section that I'm on, or this swim, if you could call it that I'm in at the moment, I have seen both of those fish, so I know they're in here. Not many, that's a fact, but a little bit of exploring, I think, which I will be doing in the upcoming weeks and months, and I would love to catch a non-stickleback. That would be a real achievement. However, I'm not disappointed with the fish in question, because they're great, aren't they? Mini species, I do love them. Oh, there's another one. This is my setup, poacher's pocket. It's a mini rod and reel that's telescopic, so it folds down to just a few inches. I have got 4-pound line on the reel, but then I've got a section of 1 pound 6 ounce fluorocarbon. Got that shot there, takes it down into the brook, and then the maggot sinks enticingly in the water. This is a great setup, not just for this type of fishing, but I've had a number of species on there. I've used it on the canal as well, and even the upper Severn, when I've had a few fish on there. Put a nice bend into your rod as well. Ideal if you're on holiday maybe and you can't do a lot of fishing, but there's a little brook or a little pond where you stay in. You can't take a lot of gear, but you can take this. Short but sweet. I certainly enjoyed that. If you are fishing today, Bank Holiday Monday, enjoy. I'm going home now, showered, change, off to work. But I certainly enjoyed this short session. Andy posted on my website yesterday, there's a comments box that you can, or comments page and option that you can use there. And he said, perch is your favourite species. I do say that on more than one occasion. But what are your top 5 and why? And I thought that's a great question, and I've been thinking about that. So I'm actually going to do a video on that one in due course. So as they say, watch this space.